You know how games are in a scale as in good games and bad games? Yeah, they're also on another scale as in good games and evil games. Mobas fall into the second category. Today we learn what a Moba is and why you should avoid it. Moba stands for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. Unlike many other genres, this name doesn't give you any information about what a Moba still is, and instead it's more like a mumbo jumbo of random words. Technically, any game where you hop into an arena and fight other people could be considered a MOBA because of this naming. However, MOBAs these days refer to a very specific type of game instead. They play like this. You pick a character, you load into the game, you walk down one of these corridors called lanes, you kill enemies, you hit buildings, and you try to destroy that one big building that's at the opposite side of the map. And different games do this very specific thing in their own unique way. Let's talk about a few examples now. In League of Legends, there isn't a specific focus. You walk down the lanes, you hit minions, and those are those cutesy thingies that walk around you, and you destroy turrets. It's one of the purest MOBAs you can find right now in terms of gameplay. It doesn't have any unique twists, instead it uses the same good old formula that the MOBA games have. Dota 2 is almost the same, except the games are a lot slower and buying the correct upgrades from the shop is a lot more important compared to League. A different example would be Heroes of the Storm by Blizzard. In HOTS or Heroes of the Storm, you do not have an item shop. Instead, you can only grow stronger by leveling up your entire team and picking talents that improve your abilities. In that game, every map has a different objective, a set of goals you have to achieve in order to win the match. Like the one where you have to stand in zones in order to shoot stuff at the enemy base, or the one where you have to pay gold coins named doubloons to a pirate captain in order to bombard the enemy turrets. Unfortunately, Heroes of the Storm is kinda dead right now and it has too few players, but it was one of the most fun things I've ever played in my life. Truly rest in peace, Heroes of the Storm. In Smite, instead of playing the game, you are instead redirected to buying things that make you look prettier whenever you click onto something so that Hi-Res can make some money off of you. And in Deadlock, instead of the usual bird's eye camera that we call a top-down camera, you have a third-person camera that makes you see your character from behind. This way, the game can emphasize running, taking cover, and seeing enemies in a different way than other MOBAs do. And also, they focus on aiming and shooting at enemies instead of clicking on them with your mouse, just like the other MOBAs. So, you're telling me that this is just another genre of games. Why would it be evil? These games are very reliant on teamwork. Considering how you play as 5 or 6 people in a team, having 2 or 3 of them playing poorly means half of your team not existing. This fact can be exploited very easily by people who do not want you to have fun. For instance, they can sabotage your entire team by dying to the enemies intentionally and giving them advantages, or just by refusing to play. Characters in these games do not get super strong to the point where they can just win the game by themselves. This means games where you did great can also end in losses, which is infuriating to most people. And these games are also wildly competitive in their nature. Since the game's situation can turn around easily, the losing team can score a victory if their enemies keep making mistakes. And believe me, people do not enjoy being on the losing end of a game they thought was a certain victory. And these things made the MOBA communities notorious for being babies that cry at every single opportunity and blame others for their own mistakes. And as a newcomer, considering you will make a lot of mistakes while learning the game, you will get a lot of hate from these babies. So please stay away from these games if you A. can't handle losses, B. can't operate well in a team, and C. don't realize that others in a game are actual real people. Actually, considering these points, maybe people who are too into MOBA games are the ones who shouldn't be playing them, huh? Okay, jokes aside, MOBAs are actually kinda fun. While I think my points still stand, if you are okay with losing matches and playing in a team-based game, you might actually want to check them out. I'd say check out League of Legends, Dota 2 or Deadlock if you are newbies, and maybe check out the others if you're really interested in the genre. And now you know what a MOBA game is. Feel free to like, subscribe, and ask any questions in the comments. Maybe check out my Twitch too. I don't really play MOBA games there, but I'm still kinda alright. Love ya!